Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum friends, welcome back to Football Gupshup. Watch along live. We have got Newcastle United against Manchester City, and it has kicked off. Right now, it's Newcastle United who are playing in black and white, whereas Manchester City in their light blue and white shorts. So let's see what's going to happen. It's a must-win game for both of the clubs, as everybody knows that Manchester City are looking to improve on their league form. They are looking for a win. They are looking for those 3 points so that they can get on top of Aston Villa and just 2 points behind Liverpool. So that is going to be their game plan. Let's see if they will be able to attain that. Right now, it's Manchester City with the ball. I'm sure that is going to be City who are going to keep more of the possession. There is a big news for Manchester City fans. Kevin De Bruyne is back. He is in the substitutes and he will be taking part in this game. Now, let's have a look at the team lineup and let's see who's playing who. For Newcastle United, it's Dubravka, Trippier, Shard, Botman, Byrne, Longstaff, as well as Gumares, Miley, Almiron, Isaac, and Gordon. For Manchester City, it's Edison, Walker, Diaz, Nathan Ake, Guardiola, Rodri, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Doku, and Alvarez. So no Erling Haaland. Having a quick look at the bench, it seems that there is no Erling Haaland, and it's going to be De Bruyne alongside Grealish, Phillips, who have been announced. So Manchester City will have to make do without Haaland. Right now, Newcastle United have got the chance and they've scored the goal. And Newcastle United have scored a goal, but it has been given an offside. Newcastle United on a break did score a goal, but it was given offside. Longstaff was the one who apparently put the ball in the back of the net. Let's have a look at the replay. The pass was made by Trippier, and he placed that ball into Chris Isaac, who has got Longstaff, passes it to him. Longstaff puts it in the back of the net, but it seems that on the replay, they're showing that Chris Isaac was in an offside position. So 2 minutes into the game, Newcastle United could have easily taken the lead over there. The VAR is making a check right now, and they are having a check right now, checking this allowed goal. Was it offside? We will get to see that in a second. Let's see what was the case. They are checking on the VAR, guys. In the meanwhile, guys, please do subscribe to Football Gupshup. Please do give a like as well and keep on giving your votes in the poll. Who are you supporting? Is it Newcastle United? Is it Manchester City? Please do let us know who are you subscribing. Who are you voting in right now? Pep Guardiola is having a word with one of his coaches over there, and there seems to be something wrong. It's is it the goalkeeper? Edison seems to be struggling right now, guys. He seems to be struggling because when Longstaff did put the ball in the back of the net, he seems that he crashed into Edison, and Edison seems to be struggling right now. And ooh, that's a bad collision over there. Oh, what happened was Longstaff knee apparently hit his face, and that is why he's down. There is a stoppage in game right now. The VAR is making a check. I think they have made a ruling that it isn't a goal. Guys, please do subscribe to Football Gupshup. It'll be really nice and really appreciative if you guys can please subscribe to Football Gupshup. We are really trying our best to grow this channel, and it's only possible through your guys' support. So please do subscribe and keep on giving your votes in the poll. It's in the chat box over there. You just need to click. Is it Newcastle United? Is it Manchester City? It'll be really nice to find out. So once again, there is a stoppage in game. Edison is down on the ground, so 4 minutes into this game already, I think there is going to be plenty of stoppage time given because of the stoppage in game. Newcastle United did have a goal over there. It was ruled offside because of VAR. And anyway, we will find out in a second if Edison is okay. He is getting up. He is getting up. He seems to be walking. They have strapped his knee. Something wrong with his knee as well right now. Pep Guardiola is giving instructions to Doku. And let's see what will happen over here. Right now, Edison is up and he seems to be okay. So let's see if we can continue. There is warm up taking place with the secondary goalkeeper. The game has resumed. Nathan Ake to Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz right now with the ball, passing it to Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake right now passing it back to Edison. There is a chase made by Almiron. Once again, there's a mistake by Edison. And Newcastle United about to score the goal. And they have missed it. Oh my God. A big, big complaint. I think big mistake by Edison over there, but he's complaining that he can't continue. And even the Manchester City defense are saying they need to change him because he can't run, and that is why he was able to make that mistake over there. And Manchester City was so close to concede a goal. Edison can't continue, guys. He's down on the ground. He can't continue. Edison is done. He can't continue. So there you go, guys. A big loss for Manchester City straight away. In the first 5 minutes, the goalkeeper is down. Edison can't continue. He can't run anymore. He is done. He's down on the ground. He can't run. He can't continue anymore. So apparently Almiron presses in. He goes into the goalkeeper and tries to get to the ball. Then Bruno Guimaraes comes in to it. He passes it forward towards Almiron, but Walker makes that clearance. And now Pep Guardiola is saying that he needs to make that change for the goalkeeper. Edison can't continue, guys. A big loss for Manchester City, and they have lost their goalkeeper. So that means it is going to be the secondary goalkeeper, and he's getting ready to come on. And Pep Guardiola is right now giving him instructions. Who is their second goalkeeper? I have no idea. Let me have a look. Who is their secondary goalkeeper? It's Ortega. So Ortega will be coming in for Edison. Ortega will be coming in for Edison. So plenty of stoppage in the first half over there. And it seems that Edison is walking off. He won't be able to continue. And he is walking off. He won't be able to continue there, guys. And so there is going to be a substitution for Manchester City. Edison is walking off. Ortega will be coming on for Manchester City. So that will be the case. Edison is substituted. He can't continue anymore. So the goalkeeper has been taken off and Ortega has come on instead of him. And right now he's walking back to the dressing room. Something seems to be wrong with his leg over there. And right now the game is resumed. It is Dubravka. You can see high press coming in from Manchester City right now. Newcastle United once again on the ball. Bruno Guimaraes is unable to control the ball. Rodri right now pushing it in. Doku with the ball at this moment. Let's see what can he do. On the left wing, bringing that ball into Rodri. Comes into Kovacic. Kovacic right now into Rodri. Rodri once again pushing that ball back in towards Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake right now with the ball. And he's looking for someone. Will he get to Kovacic? Once again, Nathan Ake on the ball. Having a look. Let's see what can he do. Where can he put it? Back to Rodri. Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake back to Rodri. Pushing the ball all the way onto that right flank where there is Kyle Walker. Walker right now stopping Burn over there. The ball goes out. It is going to be a throw in. Quick throw in taken. Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden. Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva. Gordon in chase. Pushed back to Ruben Diaz. Diaz right now on the ball. Gives it to Ortega. Ortega right now on the ball. Goes long in towards Walker. And the ball goes out. It is going to be Newcastle United throw in. Once again, quick throw in taken by Newcastle United. Goes into Botman. Plays into Bruno. Botman. Burn. Longstaff loses the ball. Walker pushes it forward. Botman recovers it, gives it to Dubravka. Dubravka plays it towards the flank. In towards Trippier, comes in towards Almiron, but once again City are able to push that ball. Once again Newcastle United trying their best to keep the possession. Longstaff, Gordon, Burn, back to Botman, comes into Bruno Guimaraes, back to Botman. Botman playing into Shah. Shah right now on the ball. Let's see what is going to happen. Will any team score the first goal of the game in the next 5 minutes? Once again, Doku recovers the ball. He's on it. Goes inside. Brilliant piece of skill by him. Still on the ball. Newcastle United with that ball back. Right now, Botman is on it. He pushes it towards Gordon, who has dropped in deep. Once again, high pressing from Manchester City, forcing Newcastle United to go long. Once again, Rodri recovers it. Bernardo Silva, Kovacic. Kovacic right now on the ball. Back to Nathan Ake. Ake to Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz right now passing it into Kovacic, into Phil Foden, comes into Doku. Doku right now pushing that ball forward. Once again, Bruno Guimaraes recovering the ball, giving it to Shar. High press in from Alvarez, giving it to Trippier. Trippier right now on the ball, playing it back to Shar. Shar right now goes long in towards Almiron. Almiron to Isaac, but he loses the ball, comes into Diaz, gives it to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva trying to find Guardiol. Guardiol right now on the ball, gives it to Doku. Doku right now looking for a runner. Goes inside, gives it to Kovacic. Kovacic into Rodri. Will Rodri take the shot? He comes inside once again, plays it into Kovacic. Foden, Foden to Alvarez, Foden. That is brilliant piece of play by Manchester City. The way they are taking that ball from one end to another end, and Newcastle United players can't get near to that ball. You can see they are so good when it comes to moving the ball. Once again, Kyle Walker finds Ruben Diaz. Newcastle United is sitting in their own half. They know that they can't leave their position because if they do so, then they evade some space, and that space comes in handy for Manchester City right now. Kyle Walker once again finding Ruben Diaz, Rodri to Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake once again on the ball, giving it to Rodri, comes into Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva right now looking for some space, finds Guardiol. Guardiol has got Duku, comes inside, finds Bernardo Silva once more. Bernardo Silva, Rodri once again playing that ball into Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz right now trying to go forward, gives it to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker right now on the ball, giving it to Kovacic. Kovacic to Rodri, into Alvarez. But once again, you can see Newcastle United are trying to play that ball away. Comes into Ruben Diaz, gives it to Guardiol, comes into Bernardo Silva. You can see that Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva are kind of switching the play in terms of position. You can see sometimes Phil Foden goes into that number 10 role, then sometimes he comes into that number 8, whereas Bernardo Silva, he tends to drop into 6, sometimes into 8, sometimes into 10. Once again, Phil Foden trying to find Alvarez, and Newcastle United make that clearance. Bruno Guimaraes to rescue, and it is going to be a corner kick for Manchester City. So there you go, guys. 13 minutes into the game, Newcastle nil, Manchester City nil. Edison was injured and he was then replaced. Ortega has come in for him. Edison got injured in the third minute, second minute of the game. Once again, cross comes in. Right now, Phil Foden trying to take that ball away, but Bruno Guimaraes wins the possession. And now he's been brought down by Guardiol. He gives away a free kick. 14 minutes into the game, Newcastle United have got a free kick. Let's see what's going to happen here. This is going to be certainly interesting. Right now, you can see clearly that Eddie Howe is having a discussion with one of his coaches. So let's see what will happen here. Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, and Matheus Nunes are watching from the bench over there. So plenty of options for Pep Guardiola, and he can bring on his captain, who can come in and make a difference. Bernardo Silva pushing that ball back to Ortega. Ortega right now on the ball. Let's see what can he do. This is certainly going to be interesting. Let's see what can come out of this. Once again, Manchester City pushing that ball forward. And right now, Manchester City have lost the possession. Almiron was in an offside position. They win a free kick. 15 minutes into the game, Newcastle United nil, Manchester City nil. And once again, whoa, Right now, Kyle Walker unable to collect the ball cleanly over there. Burn wins that ball back, gives it to Gordon, and Gordon right now pushing that ball into a Shard. Shard once again on the ball, trying to go forward, gives it into Trippier. Trippier right now trying to go forward. Let's see what can he do. Plays that ball into Almiron. Was he onside? It looks like, and Isaac, and almost he gets to the ball, but the ball goes out, and Isaac is complaining to ref that it is a corner kick, but the ref has said no, it's going to be a goal kick. That was a really good ball by Trippier to Almiron. He watched the run, but was he onside? Yes, he was onside, and I think it was Ruben Diaz who kept him onside over there. Isaac spotted the run, but I think it was a little bit late over there. If he would have been a second early, I think he would have got into the ball quite cleanly over there, and he would have taken the shot. And you can see Eddie Howe holding his head over there. He knows what Isaac has missed over there. Once again, Ortega pushing it to Diaz. High press coming in from Newcastle United. Rodri on the ball, finds Doku. Brilliant ball by Rodri. Doku into, what's that? And Bernardo Silva misses a shot. And what happened was he takes a shot, but he misses the goal, and it goes beyond the bar. That was really brilliant pass by Rodri. Spotted Doku's run on the far left, finds that space, puts that ball in that space, and Doku comes inside, spots the run of, was it Will Foden or was it Guardiola? Let's have a look. Who was that? I think that was Foden. No, it was Kovacic. It was Kovacic, and I think Kovacic was a little bit early to that pass over there, so that's why he missed. Anyway, it's 17 minutes into the game. It's a really good game. Once again, Bernardo Silva going forward, finding Phil Foden. Phil Foden on the ball, goes inside, gives it to Alvarez. Alvarez finding Phil Foden. Foden into Doku. Doku with a shot blocked by Shar. And once again, Newcastle United are really lucky over there because it seemed that Manchester City were about to score their first goal. And right now, it is still a little between the two of them. Once again, Manchester City have got the possession. I mean, looking at the stats, I mean, I just want to have a quick look at the stats and see what's happening over there in regards to that. Let's have a quick look at the stats over here right now, guys. Uh, just to see the possession. I think Manchester City have got over 70%, and I wouldn't be surprised if that would be the case. Yes, Manchester City have got 65% possession, 35% for Newcastle United, two shots so far for Newcastle United, and one shot so far for Manchester City now. Shot taken by Alvarez, blocked by Newcastle United. Once again, Burn pushing that ball forward, coming in towards Manchester City. Once again, they have got the ball. Let's see what can they do. Comes into Rodri. Rodri playing into Kovacic. Comes in towards Rodri. Rodri right now to Bernardo Silva. Comes into Kyle Walker. Walker right now giving it to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva right now giving it to Rodri. Comes into Phil Foden. Gives it to Doku. Doku with a shot. And the ball goes out. There is a deflection. It might be a corner kick. It looks like it might be a corner kick. So once again, Phil Foden trying to go for a shot over there. So 19 minutes into the game, Newcastle United nil, Manchester City nil. Right now it is Alvarez who's on the ball. Let's see what can he do. Ball comes in. Manchester City once again on the ball. Bernardo Silva comes in towards. Who was that? Who was that? That was Kyle Walker who tries to go for a shot from distance but unable to find it on spot, and he gives away the ball. So it is going to be a goal kick for Newcastle United. Newcastle United have done quite good in terms of having a go at Manchester City. They had like two chances where they could have scored the goal easily. They did score a goal, but it was given offside from the VAR as well. And once again, the ball goes into Manchester City defense. Newcastle United trying to win it. So far, the only player which I've seen that hasn't taken any part in this game is Miley from Newcastle United. I've seen every single player who has been able to get onto the ball, but Miley is the only player who hasn't been able. to get much more on the ball. Once again, ball comes in. Right now it is Diaz. Diaz on the ball. Let's see what can he do. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva right now passing it to Diaz. Diaz right now on the ball. Let's see what can he do. Gives it to Kyle Walker. Walker right now giving it to Rodri. Rodri giving it to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva into Kovacic. Back to Bernardo Silva once again. Comes into Kovacic. Kovacic back to Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake right now. Whoa! Oh my God! Bruno Gumares. Bruno Gumares makes a very bad tackle on Kovacic, I think, and he gets a yellow card for his foul. So Newcastle United getting a yellow card. That was really bad. He does gets to the ball, but when you look in real time, it looks like a very bad tackle. And anyway, he gets a yellow card over there, and Bruno Gumares getting a yellow card for his foul on Kovacic. So there you go. Newcastle United nil, Manchester City nil. Once again, it is Rodri pushing that ball forward. Let's see what can he do. Comes into Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker right now on the ball, trying to look for some space. Let's see what can he do. Right now, ball coming into Manchester City. Once again, they have got the possession. Bernardo Silva giving it to Walker. Walker back to Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz. Rodri comes into Diaz. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva right now on the ball. Once again, looking for an option. Comes into Ruben Diaz. Diaz right now on the ball. Pushing it in towards Bernardo Silva. Silva right now trying to go forward. Let's see what can he do. It is Kovacic finding Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz right now on the ball. Once again, it is Newcastle United who are trying their best to win the ball back, but it seems that City are so good in terms of keeping the ball. Newcastle United are nowhere near to that level, and they've got the quality, they've got the players in their team that can play in a level where Manchester City are playing. But so far, you can clearly see that there's a big difference between both set of teams and between both set of players. The only player which I can think in Newcastle United who's so very good is Bruno Gumares. And I mean, when he's got the ball, there are almost like four City players are on him. And once again, brilliant pass by Rodri to Kyle Walker. Puts that ball down on the ground inside the box, gives it to Bernardo Silva, comes once again back to Rodri. Rodri to Guardiol. Guardiol trying to control the ball. Rodri wins it, comes into Doku. Doku into Bernardo Silva. Silva right now has got Walker. Let's see where he's going to put this ball. Plays into Rodri. Rodri to Bernardo Silva. Rodri playing it into Kovacic. Kovacic right now on the ball. Has got Guardiol. Gives it to Guardiol. Guardiol once again on it. Giving it back to Nathan Ake. Has got Ruben Diaz. Has got Rodri. Has got Kovacic. Gives it to Kovacic right now. Kovacic once again. Giving it to Rodri. Back to Kovacic. Kovacic playing that ball into Diaz. Diaz once again pushing that ball onto the right hand side. Comes into Walker. Comes back to Bernardo Silva. Silva right now trying to get away from Gordon. Gives it to Ruben Diaz. Diaz right now on the ball. City just keeping hold of the ball. Doku comes deep over there. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Silva right now spotting somebody's run. And once again, Newcastle United staying quite close to each other. The likes of Miley, Bruno Guimaraes, and Gordon are almost playing as three defensive midfielders. Kyle Walker putting the cross in, played away by Trippier, comes into Gordon, Gordon into Bruno Guimaraes, plays that ball forward into Gordon. Gordon is away, and you can clearly see that he's been taken down by Diaz. Will there be a foul? And the ref has given it a throw in. Gordon is still down on the ground, and Gordon is still down on the ground. And Manchester City are continuing the game. They are continuing the play, but Gordon is out of play, and Doku giving it to Rodri. Rodri right now on the ball. Now Gordon walks back onto the pitch. And once again, Rodri on the ball, giving it to Kovacic. Kovacic right now trying to push that ball forward. Comes into Rodri. Rodri right now on the ball. Once again, Doku is on it. Let's see what can he do. Tries to find Kyle Walker. Walker right now on the ball. Goes for a cross. Chance for City, and they've taken the lead. What a goal by Bernardo Silva. They have taken the lead, guys. They have scored the goal. And let's see. It's interesting that Newcastle United players are complaining. They are complaining right now. And they seem to be not happy. It is Manchester City who have taken the lead. So Bernardo Silva scoring the goal for his side, and there you go, guys. Manchester City taking the lead. It's Newcastle United nil, Manchester City 1. What does it mean for the table? We're going to have a quick look, just to have a look at the table. What it means is simply that Manchester City go above Aston Villa, and they are on 43 points, just 2 points behind Liverpool, and that means they just 2 points behind Liverpool, and they are going to be on 43 points, whereas Newcastle United are below Manchester United. They have played a game in advance, so this is the game that they played in advance. Manchester United will be playing tomorrow, so Newcastle United need to look for that equalizer. Otherwise, their season isn't going to look good. Doku right now trying to go forward, pushes that ball into Phil Foden. Foden once again on the ball, inside the box, goes for a shot with his right foot. It goes wide, and once again, Manchester City are trying their best to right now. 29 minutes on the clock. Newcastle United nil, Manchester City 1. Once again, Newcastle United trying to push that ball forward. City once again on the ball. Bernardo Silva taking the shot. His the Dubravka's glove and then onto the post. Manchester City were about to score their second goal, and what a goal that would have been. Once again, Newcastle United need to wake up, because once again, Guardiola on the ball takes a shot. It goes wide, and he's not happy with his shot selection over there. And we are into the 30th minute of the game. Once again, Trippier misplacing that pass, comes into Bernardo Silva, takes a shot. Dubravka puts his hand onto it, but the shot was so good, it hits the post, and then it goes wide. I mean, really, really, you have to appreciate Dubravka's save over there. If not for him, then Newcastle United would have conceded 2 goals into this game quite early. But anyway, right now, once again, you can see Newcastle United on the ball. Let's see what can they do. Right now, Bernardo Silva on the ball. Let's see what can happen over here. Once again, Newcastle United on the ball. Playing that ball forward, comes into Bruno Guimaraes, comes again, once again to Guardiola. Guardiola pushing that ball forward. Right now, Newcastle United are trying their best to push that ball in. Once again, right now it is once again ball being pushed forward. 26% possession for Newcastle United, 74% possession for City. 9 attempts by City, 2 attempts by Newcastle United. Now comes into Isaac, takes a shot, but once again blocked by, I think that was Rodri who made that block, and you can see Manchester City were about to concede a very, very ridiculous goal. Ortega kept the ball for too long. Isaac pressed in, but I think his touch let him down over there. Otherwise, he could have released the shot over there. But anyway, Newcastle United have got a corner kick. Plenty of height present inside that box. You can see the likes of Shar, Botman, and Byrne played short. Trippier into Isaac. Gordon with a cross in. Kovacic trying to intercept. Almiron pushing that ball forward. You can see Shard making that run in. And is that going to be? I think that is going to be a goal kick. That is going to be a goal kick. Eddie Howe right now looking quite concerned. Let's have a look at the poll right now, guys. 21 votes in, Newcastle United with 57%, Manchester City with 43%. So, once again, that tells you everything. Once again, ball comes in. Dan Burn slips. Phil Foden is away. Dan Burn slipped, and Phil Foden has taken the advantage. Gives into Alvarez. Alvarez is a shot saved by Dubravka, and it is going to be a corner kick. A mistake by Dan Burn, who slips, and then Phil Foden takes the advantage over there. He takes that ball forward, and then he finds Alvarez, who takes a shot, hits Dubravka, and it goes out for a corner kick. Ball comes into Bernardo Silva, played in towards Kovacic. Kovacic right now to Alvarez. Alvarez into Phil Foden. Phil Foden right now back to Kyle Walker. Walker right now has got Alvarez. Alvarez once again on the ball, playing it into Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva right now trying to go inside, finding Rodri. Phil Foden once again cleared away by Newcastle United. Guardiola on the ball, playing that ball forward into Nathan Ake, but intercepted by Shard. You can clearly see Shard and Bruno Guimaraes have been quite good for Newcastle United, playing into Bruno. Now Isaac is away. Isaac is away. His touch once again lets him down. Isaac has scored! Unbelievable scenes! Newcastle United have got the equalizer. A goal scored by Chris Isaac. What a goal that is for Newcastle United. And they have scored. And that is unbelievable stuff right now, guys. Newcastle United are back in this game. They have just scored a goal. And Chris Isaac is the one. His touch let him down, but he took his time on the ball, and then he goes for the trigger, and then he puts the ball in the back of the net. Once again, Chris Isaac making sure that Newcastle United are back in this game. Newcastle United won, Manchester City won, and he was onside. He was onside. Brilliant pass by Bruno Guimaraes. I think Kyle Walker is to be blamed over there, who didn't go in for the challenge, and I think he's the one to be blamed over there. What a goal that is. And the whole stadium erupts. So there you go, guys. A goal has been scored. So Newcastle United scoring the goal over there, and the fans have erupted. What a goal that is. Once again, high press coming in from Newcastle United. Manchester City are on the ball. Doku trying to run away. And once again, Dan Burn challenges it. And once again, playing that ball forward. The ball goes out. It is going to be a throw in. This is turning out to be quite interesting. Once again, Phil Doku right now into Bernardo Silva. Guardiola blocked by Shah. Manchester City are really on the case. They are really on the case. Once again, ball being pushed forward by Newcastle United. Isaac trying to win the ball right now. Ball comes into Burn. Burn into Gordon. Now Gordon is away. He's running on that left flank. He's got plenty of space. Now let's see what can he do. Brings that ball inside the ball. Goes for a corner. And Newcastle United has scored another goal. They have scored another goal. It's Gordon. Unbelievable scenes right now at St. James's Park. Newcastle United 2. Manchester City 1. This is unbelievable stuff right now. Newcastle United scoring another goal. What is happening right now, guys? This is unbelievable. Right now, Newcastle United scored through Chris Isaac, and now they've scored another goal through Gordon. And Pep Guardiola is unbelievable scenes right now, guys. This is game. I think this is going to be one of those games where there are going to be lots of goals. Gordon, unbelievable stuff from him. He comes inside, takes the shot. Walker once again to be blamed over there, guys. Walker is to be blamed over there. And it is Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. So once again, Newcastle United 2. Thirty-seventh minute of the game. Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. Once again, 39 minutes into the game, Newcastle United have taken the lead. This certainly is going to be interesting. Right now, it is Alvarez on the ball with the corner kick. Alvarez puts the ball in. Once again, cleared away by Burn. And Rodri in chase trying to get hold of the ball. Wins the throw in. Now, Rodri looking for some of his teammates. Comes into Phil Foden. Phil Foden right now on the ball. Pep Guardiola is thinking what he needs to do over here. I mean, you have to give credit to Newcastle United. Looking at the stats, it's Manchester City have got more of the possession. Manchester City have got more of those shots. Newcastle United are way too good in terms of clinical. I mean, Chris Isaac takes a shot, puts it in the back of the net. Gordon takes a shot, puts it in the back of the net. And they have been quite effective. And both of the goals were quick counter attack. And Manchester City had no answer to it. And for both of the goals, I think it's Kyle Walker who's to be blamed. In the first goal, he didn't challenge Chris Isaac over there. He was so close to him. He didn't challenge him. In the second goal, he didn't close down Gordon enough. And Gordon took the shot away from him. And he wasn't even anticipating it. Once again, Doku comes into that space. but Newcastle United have taken the ball away. Now Miley is running with the ball, plays that beautiful ball into Chris Isaac, who is away. Can he put another one? And he puts a shot. Ortega saves it. Newcastle United was so close to put another goal, and Isaac, I think his shot let him down over there. He had to release the ball. Once again, ball comes in. Isaac with the cross, and Nathan Ake puts the ball out. You can see the stadium is really trying their best to raise the volume, and I think that was the best chance for Newcastle United. He was onside, and brilliant bowling by Miley. I think Isaac was let down by his finishing. That was such a poor shot by Isaac. I think he really had to do better over there. Anyway, right now there is going to be a corner kick. Let's see what's going to happen here. It is going to be Trippier who is going to take this cross. Right now, cross comes in. Once again, it is being played away. Right now, it is Newcastle United. Ball being put in, comes into Trippier, but the ball goes out. It is going to be a goal kick. Remember, guys, there is going to be some stoppage time as well. Remember, Edison got injured in the second minute, and I think the game was stopped until 6 or 7 minutes. So we will have those 5 minutes. Uh, I think we might have 6 minutes stoppage time. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to have 6 more minutes into this game. We have around 4 more minutes, so 6 minutes. It'll be around 10 minutes of this game, and I'm sure that Manchester City will be looking to find that equalizer. But what a game we are having right now, guys. New Phil Foden. And once again, both set of players are being playing quite aggressively. Once again, it is Diaz. Diaz right now on the ball. Isaac challenges him. Ruben Diaz goes down. Let's have a look at the Premier League table and see where is Manchester City in that regard. Let me have a quick look at the table. Manchester City are in third position, and Newcastle United have gone up to the seventh position, right behind West Ham United, who are on 34, and they are just 7 points away from Tottenham Hotspur, who are in fifth, and almost 8 points behind Arsenal, who are in fourth. So that means this result would suit the likes of Liverpool. This result would suit the likes of Arsenal. This result will suit certainly the likes of Aston Villa. Once again, cross comes in. Gordon was a little bit late over there, and he is giving the appreciation over there for spotting his run. And I can definitely see that Diaz trying to find Guardiola over there, but interception by Trippier was quite good. I think his run was spotted later over there by Gordon. Anyway, there is going to be a free kick. Right now, Diaz going long into Burn. Burn right now trying to push that ball forward. Newcastle United right now. And is that a goal? Oh my God. Almiron was the one who puts beyond Ortega, but anyway, he was in an offside position, and the ref blew the whistle over there. That was so close. Almiron was clearly offside over there. Looking at the replay, once again, Manchester City are really bamboozled by Newcastle United counterattacks, and you can see that they are not taking any kind of risks now. But they still once again trying to build up the play. They really want that equalizer before they go into halftime. Once again, ball into Bernardo Silva, spotting Doku's run. Botman trying to intercept. Right now, Bruno Guimaraes is trying to go beyond Bernardo Silva, but Rodri recovers the ball, gives it to Bernardo. Bernardo once again. Those two are the key men for Manchester City. Diaz to Rodri, back to Kovacic, Kovacic to Rodri. Rodri putting that ball in towards the center where Phil Foden is, trying to get away, and Phil Foden trying to find Guardiola, but Guardiola unable to get the ball, but now he recovers it. Guardiola right now giving it to Kovacic, giving it to Rodri. Rodri once again on the ball, giving it to Kovacic. Kovacic playing that ball into Doku. Doku into Alvarez, comes into Kyle Walker. Walker right now on the ball, playing that into Alvarez. Alvarez once again into Rodri. Rodri playing that ball over the top, but Dubravka gets to it. It is 45 minutes on the clock. We'll see how much stoppage time do we get. I'm expecting 6 to 7 minutes. I won't be shocked if it's 8 minutes. I won't be shocked, guys, if it's 8 minutes. Once again, Newcastle United on the ball. Let's see how will this go. This is going to be interesting. Right now, Almiron trying to get away from Guardiola, still on the ball, and he goes down. Is that going to be a penalty? The ref says no. Once again, Newcastle United have recovered the ball. They have got the possession. Trippier with the cross comes into Gordon, and Ortega comes out and collects it. 8 minutes stoppage time given. 8 minutes stoppage time given. Why don't you cover other matches like UCL or FA Cup or Carabao? I do tend to cover UCL, but the thing is, right now, FA Cup or Carabao Cup. I think the early stages I don't tend to cover. If it's quarterfinal or semi-final, then I tend to do those because in terms of fifth round cups or fourth round, those matches. Once again, Isaac on the ball. Manchester City are on the ropes right now, guys. They are on the ropes. Anyway, the ref has blown the whistle. It is going to be a free kick. But if you want me to cover those games, do let me know. Otherwise, I do tend to think that FA Cup and Carabao Cup games are less interesting to the audience. But if it's interesting to you guys, then do let me know. Doku right now on the ball. Once again, it tends to come in. I do tend to do like quarterfinals or semifinals. If there is a big tie, then I tend to do those. But if it's a normal tie, then I don't tend to think so because if Chelsea and Liverpool are playing in the fourth round, I mean, come on, it's like one of those games. If it's a quarterfinal, if it's a semi-final, then yes, of course. Do you think Liverpool can stop City and take Premier League title? I think this is the best chance to do this season. Liverpool have got the best chance in this season to win the Premier League title because Arsenal as well as Manchester City, I think, are going to come up short because Arsenal they haven't got a striker, whereas Manchester City they're missing Erling Haaland, and I think this season their players are tired as well. So this is not the same City as we've seen in the previous years. So Liverpool have got the best chance to win the Premier League, and as well as I do think so that they got a good chance in Champions League as well. Right now, Bruno Guimaraes, but are Liverpool playing in Champions League? I don't think so. They're playing in Europa League. Liverpool are playing in Europa League, I think. In Europa League? Yes, I think so. They're playing in Europa League, I think. Yes, they're playing in Europa League. But if they were playing in Champions League, then that would have been a good chance as well. Now something has happened over here. Rodrigo had the ball. Bruno Guimaraes comes for it and he steps on him. And I think Manchester City players are contesting something. Now Bruno Guimaraes was dropped by Rodrigo over there. So Rodri gets a yellow card. Manchester City getting a yellow card. It's Rodri who gets a yellow card. Right. Yellow card over here. Why is Chelsea so low? They are full of young talent, team built for the next decade, yet they look bad. Is it the manager? I think the problem with Chelsea is that most of the players they are playing for the first time with each other, and I think it will take them some time to gel with each other. Whereas Pochettino needs to find a way and a system where he can implement the system that he wants to play with. Remember that Pochettino doesn't like to play with three at the back. He tends to play with four at the back. Now, I think next season Thiago Silva isn't going to be in that Chelsea team. Once he get those defenders such as the likes of Fofana, the likes of Badishile, the likes of Once again, it has been given an offside. Almiron trying to make that run in. So Newcastle United trying their best to get another counter attack, but once again they failed to do so. So once they get their defense fit and they get that world class striker, then you can say that Chelsea will be able to do something. I think Mauricio Pochettino needs to find a system first of all. If he finds that system, then maybe next season we'll see what they can do. But I think for them the first challenge is going to be to qualify for Champions League and then for the Premier League title. But for me, first thing is that Pochettino needs to get them in Europe. So let's see if he is able to do so next season. Once again, ball comes into Guardiola. Guardiola right now on the ball and giving it to Rodri. Rodri once again on it. Let's see what can he do. Playing that ball into Kovacic. Kovacic once again on the ball. Giving it to Kyle Walker. Walker right now finding Alvarez. Alvarez once again on the ball. Giving it to Walker. Walker giving it to Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake right now on the ball. Let's see what can he do. Trying to push that ball forward. Comes into Miley. Miley playing that ball in. Once again intercepted by Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake into Kovacic. Kovacic right now into Doku. Doku right now on the ball. Playing that ball in. And the ball goes out. It is going to be a corner kick for Manchester City. So a corner kick coming in for City. Let's see what's going to happen. 5 corners so far for City. 2 corner kicks for Newcastle United. Ruben Diaz inside the box. Cross comes in. And the goalkeeper comes out and he collects it. Right now, we are in the 7th minute of the stoppage time. Liverpool have done really well. Their mentality is ace and played like Luis Diaz and Harvey Elliott, giving it all for the team. Both City and United lack this passion. I think the problem with City this season is that City, I think, are kind of overwhelmed, and I think they've won so many things, and I think their players are like a little bit tired. So I think that City are lacking that energy in the season, whereas Liverpool, I think, with the addition of the players that they bought this summer, they have kind of revitalized. I'm just waiting for the likes of McAllister to come back. And once McAllister comes back into the Liverpool side, and then I think Liverpool will be a force. I mean, him, Gravenberch, then you got the likes of Sabuzlai. Uh, I think those three midfielders are going to be the key for Liverpool. And I think Liverpool need to keep their momentum up. They can really do win the Premier League title. They can win the Europa League as well. I won't be surprised if they win the FA Cup. So or the League Cup. I think they're in the League Cup as well. So right now it is halftime, guys. The halftime whistle has been blown. So it is halftime. Let me put on the halftime sign over there. Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. Right, Newcastle United scoring 2 quick goals in the 35th and 37th minute, whereas Manchester City did take the lead through Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva could have scored another goal. Manchester City could have easily been 2 goals up, but they did score a goal, and then Newcastle United scored 2 goals in quick counter attacks. First goal was scored by Isaac. The second goal was scored by Gordon. Both of the goals conceded by City are to be blamed at Kyle Walker, who didn't challenge the likes of Isaac as well as Gordon. So anyway, Selena have joined us. Oh no, that is true. The main problem United faces the players. Even Goldberg said that the players are not giving it all for the club. They focus on the money, not the game. How do they solve this? They need to sell the whole team, my friend. They need to sell the whole team. They need to sell every single player in that squad. That's what they need to do. I mean, I can't see anything in that team which is positive. I mean, now the suggestions are coming in to sell the likes of Bruno Fernandes. Uh, I mean, if you can find some cash for him, you need to sell him. Uh, you, you know, it's a thing of that the players that you have in the squad, they're not up to the level where you want to challenge the likes of Liverpool, you want to challenge the likes of City, you want to challenge the likes of Arsenal, you want to challenge the likes. I mean, look at Newcastle United and Aston Villa, the way they are building the squad. You have to give credit to the recruitment team. They have to give credit to the coaching staff. I mean, both those of the teams are an example. The way they are building the side, I mean, even Aston Villa when they sold Jack Grealish and they got 100 million for him, and they reinvested that money in the squad, and look where they are right now at the moment, and they are doing good. They are doing better than Manchester United. So I mean, Liverpool and Arsenal and Manchester City are on next level. Whereas if you have to look at the teams which are doing good, you have to look at Newcastle United. You have to look at the likes of Aston Villa, and Spurs are here and there. You know, Spurs are just right there, and they've got a good coach. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe next season they will do much better than what they're doing right now. Garnacho wants to be there. I don't think he should be kicked. No, no, no. Garnacho needs to stay over there. I think there are only like about maybe 5 to 8 players who could stay over there. And if I have to count them on my fingers, it would be pretty easy for me. And I think the thing is with Manchester United, the problem is again the recruitment area. The recruitment area hasn't been sorted for the last 10 years. I even think back in the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, I mean, the standard of players that we used to get in the transfer window was really poor. I think the best transfer window that we had was back in 2000, and I think that was the beginning of 2007 and 2008 season, where we got the likes of Nani, we got the likes of Anderson, I think we bought uh, Owen Hargreaves, and we bought another player. And I think that was the best transfer window that my memory can remember. Other than that, I do remember we got Falcao, we got Di Maria, but that wasn't up to the level. Then I remember that transfer window with Mourinho, where we got Ibrahimovic, we got Paul Pogba, we got Mkhitaryan as well. And I think those three windows come into my memory, which were like, you could say there was something into that. But other than that, I've never seen a window which has been that effective. Uh, I think Manchester United need to look at the recruitment. Once they look into that recruitment thing, then things will start to get better. But once again, I do not know what this new administration are going to do about that. Will they be able to get right people in? Will they be able to get those footballing sense kind of people who know about football rather than money making commercial thing? If they're able to get those kind of people, then maybe in 2, 3, 4 years' time, maybe we can get there. But I have a question for Manchester United fans right now. You know what? If you look at Manchester United, I want to ask this question: who are Eric Ten Hag out? The question for me is: if you have a look at Arsenal squad and look at the players, at the number of players that Mikel Arteta wanted them in his team, and count them on your fingers or count them on the piece of paper, I think you will see that it's more than 15 players that he has in that squad which have been brought in by Mikel Arteta. And if you look at Manchester United squad, I don't think so we can name more than 6 players who have been bought by Eric Ten Hag. So don't understand the reason why the fans are against Eric Ten Hag. I mean, everybody tends to forget the last season. I mean, nobody expected what we did last season. We qualified for Champions League, and I think what happened last season was we overachieved. And in this season, the reality hit. We got players who were already tired. Lisandro Martinez, he played with Argentina in the World Cup. Casemiro, he's 31. He's been playing for Real Madrid for so many seasons, and he got an injury and he couldn't play. And those two were the key players for United. And both of them didn't play in the season, and look where United are at. And people are blaming Eric Ten Hag. I think that they don't tend to realize that we got a good coach in our hands. And let me tell you something. He's the coach who's going to challenge The likes of Klopp, the likes of Pep Guardiola, if he's given some time in this club, you need to give him at least two to three more windows. And if you get a sporting director, he can do wonders for the club. But once again, it's all about patience, if you have any patience or not. Right now, they're showing the injury which have taken place for Manchester City. Stones was injured, and then they're showing those players who have been injured for Manchester City, and they're saying that the injuries are to be blamed. Now, let's see this. When Manchester City players get injured, they're showing the clips of those players, and they're showing us that look, Manchester City haven't got Stones, they haven't got De Bruyne, they haven't got Haaland, they haven't got Edison, they haven't got so and so, they haven't got so and so. But when it comes to Manchester United, everybody tends to forget that we don't have Lisandro Martinez, we don't have Casemiro. This is the thing, right? People tend to forget the standards which we set should be for everyone. It shouldn't be different for Manchester City. It shouldn't be different for Manchester United. It shouldn't be different for Liverpool. It should be for everyone. Now, if you're coming up with an excuse that, oh, because Manchester City have got these players who have been injured and they don't have a full fit squad, and that is why the reason is that they are losing to Newcastle United. I mean, hello, does anybody knows that Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez, who have been the key men for Manchester United, they haven't been playing in the whole season, and look at where Manchester United are at. Like, I want to ask this question. Imagine if Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez were fit, and if they would have played all those games, where would have been Manchester United? I'm sure that they would have been around fourth or fifth position. That's what I think. But it's one of those cases where people would say, no, no, that wouldn't be the case. And it's just that the manager has to be blamed. And I'm sure those who are calling for the manager's head are mostly those guys who are not United fans. That's what I think as well. I think that they are the fans of the opposition team who know that United have got a good coach, and they would want United not to get not to have Eric Ten Hag for a longer period of time because they know they've seen his Ajax team. Now I don't understand. He has got the proof. He built that Ajax side twice, and those teams were so good that they challenged the likes of Real Madrid, they challenged the likes of Barcelona, they challenged the likes of any other top team in European football. So don't understand why Eric Ten Hag will not come good for Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag has also made pretty bad decisions. It's not like he's not at fault at all. The problem with Eric Ten Hag is this, that I tend to think that Eric Ten Hag apparently hasn't got that much in his wallet. When I tend to say that, what I mean is that if you look at Manchester United squad, let's talk about the whole squad in whole. If you have to pick your first 11, right? If I have to ask you who would be your two choice of defenders, and one would say that it would be Luke Shaw on the left back position, then it would be Lisandro Martinez, and in other position we'll put Varane in. In the right back position, it could be either Aaron Wan-Bissaka or it could be Dalot. And then if you come into the midfield, you're of course going to pick Casemiro in the defensive midfield position. Then you'll pick Bruno. Then in the one position where you would put it as a number 8, you could bring in McTominay. But this season, Manchester United brought in Mason Mount to play in that role, and he simply wasn't fit enough. He got injured, and he didn't play. He didn't play as many games as he would have wanted to, and then he was sidelined through an injury. McTominay came back into the first 11. Then you go forward and see in the forward lineup you had Anthony. Anthony, I think, hasn't been able to produce as one would have wanted, especially his price tag, which has been quite discussed around Manchester United fans as well as the critics. Then looking in terms of forward, Hoyland is his first season in the Premier League and he's still trying to catch up. Then looking at the left flank, you got Garnacho. If you ask me and question me, is that first 11 good enough to compete with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City? Would you say they can challenge those teams such as Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool? Do you think those first 11, let's forget who the coach is, keep that coach anonymous? It could be Ancelotti, it could be anyone. Can that squad, we're not talking about the manager, we're talking about the players. Do you think so? Those players are able to challenge the likes of Liverpool, they're able to challenge the likes of Manchester City, they're able to challenge the likes of Arsenal? I don't think so. You need at least 3 to 6 more players who are good, who are as much as good as Lisandro Martinez, who are as much as good as Casemiro. Once you get those kind of level players, then you can say, oh, you know what, Eric Ten Hag is not good. He's not good with his tactics. But if you're going to give him those kind of tools, where you have got McTominay in the side, where you've got Dalot or Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the side, or if you got, even for me, I think there are better players in terms of Garnacho and Hoyland. But we are making do with them. We are just counting them that they're going to come good in 2, 3 years' time. But when we talk about now, we don't have any players who could play in those positions because we haven't got any money. And that is the case. Right, guys, the second half is on, and right now The second half has begun. Newcastle United with the ball. Trippier pushing that ball forward. And let me get the timer for you guys so that you guys are aware what time is right now. Manchester City with the ball. Nathan Ake with the ball right now, trying to go forward. Ruben Diaz. Diaz right now giving it to Walker. Walker playing that ball into that zone, comes into Alvarez. Once again intercepted by Botman. Botman right now pushing that ball into Miley. Miley once again on the ball. You can see Rodri going down on the ground, playing that ball forward, coming into Doku. Doku right now giving it into Guardiol. Guardiol once again on the ball, coming into Rodri. Rodri once again on it, giving it to Bernardo Silva. Silva once again into Rodri. Rodri once again into Bernardo Silva. Silva into Kovacic. Kovacic once again on the ball, coming in towards Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz once again pushing that ball in. Bernardo Silva giving it to Rodri. Rodri right now giving it to Kovacic. City keeping the ball between themselves just to make sure that they have got the possession. They want to dictate this once more. Comes into Ruben Diaz giving it to Bernardo Silva. So let's see what's going to happen over here. Once again, ball comes in. Cleared away by Burn. Burn right now pushing that ball forward. Once again coming into Guardiol. Guardiol playing that ball into Alvarez. Alvarez on the ball. Playing that into Doku. Trippier trying to play that ball away. Comes into Almiron, trying to take that ball away from Doku. Comes into Kovacic. Kovacic right now. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what's going to happen here. Bernardo Silva pushing that ball forward. Coming in towards Bernardo Silva. Comes into Rodri. Playing that ball in. Chance for Kyle Walker, but the ball goes out. It is going to be a goal kick. Burn had it covered. 48 minutes in. It is going to be a corner kick right now. So once again, ball comes in. City trying to push that ball forward. Comes into Walker. Walker right now giving that ball forward. Phil Foden giving it to Ruben Diaz. Diaz right now. Rodri. Rodri pushing that ball into Doku. Doku chesting it down. Miley staying close to him. Doku finding Kovacic. Kovacic. There's plenty of space between City players. You can see that Newcastle United are play Newcastle United players are quite close to each other. I mean, Bernardo Silva is playing quite close to Rodri, as one could think, similar to Kovacic, who's on his left. Once again, ball comes into Bernardo Silva, gives it to Rodri. Rodri to Kovacic. Kovacic to Rodri. Bernardo Silva is free. Rodri plays that ball beautifully into Trippier. Trippier into Phil Foden, and once again clearance by Newcastle United. It is going to be a corner kick. 49 minutes on the clock. Right now, Manchester City once again having a go at Newcastle United. Comes into Doku. Doku right now on the ball. Going for a cross, unable to do so. Comes into Rodri. Once again played into Phil Foden. Gets away from Sharp. Gives it to Doku. Doku once again on the ball. Plays it beautifully into Kovacic. Kovac is taking a shot blocked by Shah over there. Gordon trying to play that ball away. Once again, it's Kovacic giving it to Rodri. Doku comes into Bruno Gumares. Gumares right now trying to find Rodri. Has been brought down by Botman. He wins a free kick right at the edge of the box. Rodri was brought down over there, and Manchester City have won a free kick. Newcastle United need to defend it. This free kick, I think it's going to be Alvarez or Bernardo Silva on the ball. Any of those two can take the free kick. I think it's going to be most probably Bernardo Silva. It's in his range. Pep Guardiola in discussion with the ref over there. Now Alvarez as well as Bernardo Silva on the free kick spot. You can see the ball being sent by Dubravka. Ooh, it might be Alvarez. It might be Alvarez because Alvarez has set it in. Will he go for the top right corner? He might, and Dubravka saves it. Dubravka saves it. Bernardo Silva playing it into Alvarez. Alvarez right now going inside. Playing that ball into that zone. And ball goes out. Right now, the goalkeeper goes long. Once again, ball coming in towards Gordon, pushing that ball into Isaac. Once again, the ball goes out. It is going to be a free kick right now. Manchester City on the ball. Comes into Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva right now. Is he going to go long? Let's see. What can he do? Comes into Diaz. Diaz right now into the goalkeeper. Ortega. Ortega right now pushing it long. Once again, ball coming in towards Trippier. Trippier once again on the ball. Gumares putting that ball in. God. Oh my God, that was so close for Newcastle United. And once again, the ball goes out. It is going to be a throw in. 54 minutes in, Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. You can see the Newcastle United fans. Once again, Botman, Burn. Ball goes long. In towards Gordon. And the ball goes out. It is going to be a throw in. Pep Guardiola looking quite concerned over there. Rodri playing that ball into Alvarez. Bernardo Silva, but once again, it's Walker pushing that ball forward. It is, I think that is a foul. That is a foul by Bernardo Silva. 55 minutes in, Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. Bernardo Silva gets a yellow card right now, guys. So let's see. Almiron and Trippier on the ball. Cross comes in, Trippier and a header. That was such a good chance for Newcastle United. Now Ortega pushes that ball into Silva. Now City are away with a quick counter attack. Ball comes in Doku. Doku can't get to it. Recovered by Newcastle United. Back to Dubravka. Dubravka goes long in towards that space, but Ortega comes out and once again on the ball. Playing that ball forward into Diaz. Diaz right now trying to push that ball into Walker. Walker once again trying to go forward over here. Comes into Rodri. Rodri once again on the ball, giving it to Bernardo. Bernardo right now to Kovacic. Kovacic to Bernardo. Back to Kovacic. Bernardo once again on the ball. Kovacic. Ball being played into Phil Foden. Rodri. Walker. Bernardo Silva. Cross comes in. Guardiola trying to win it once more, but comes into Walker. Kovacic. Kovacic to Doku. Back to Kovacic. Rodri. Walker. Bernardo. Rodri. Kovacic. Foden. Alvarez Foden. Foden with a shot. Dubravka saves it. And once again, Newcastle United hold on to their nerves. That was a good shot by Phil Foden over there. And right now, looking at the poll, Newcastle United with 49% of votes, Manchester City with 51%. Not that much of a difference. Once again, Phil Foden trying to go forward, gives it to Rodri, comes into Kovacic, Kovacic into Guardiola, Guardiola back to Kovacic, Kovacic once again giving it to Rodri, Rodri once again on the ball, playing the ball into Phil Foden. Newcastle United are trying their best to win that ball back, but it is Manchester City. Let's have a quick look at the stats right now. And 72% Manchester City, 28% Newcastle United, 14 shots by City, 8 shots by Newcastle United. So that tells you everything. It is Manchester City who have got more of the ball. Doku once again running away from Miley over there. Gives it to Rodri. Rodri has got Bruno Gomares as well as Miley in front of. Ooh, Guardiola. What a ball that by Guardiola to Doku. Inside the box. Doku wins a corner kick. And 59 minutes into the game. Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. Kevin De Bruyne warming up over there. So we might get to see Manchester City captain right now. Alvarez about to take this corner kick. Plays it short. Kovacic, Bernardo Silva gives it to Alvarez. Bernardo Silva playing that ball in towards Walker. Walker into Foden. Back to Walker. Rodri right now playing almost on the wing. Gives it to Alvarez. Alvarez right now giving it to Bernardo. Bernardo right now giving it to Alvarez. Into Rodri. Rodri I think is going to put in a cross. Comes inside, puts in a cross with his left foot. Away by Bruno Gumares, who has given away a corner kick. Another corner kick coming in for City. 1 hour mark coming to a close. We have half an hour remaining. This is certainly going to be interesting. Right now, ball being played in. Phil Foden, the shot goes over the bar. Another chance goes begging. Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. Edison watching from the bench. got injured quite early in the game. Once again, ball has been pushed forward. City once again trying to push that ball into that zone. Right now, it is shot on the ball, going long in the direction of Trippier, and he wins a throw in. Or no, he doesn't. It is going to be Guardiola who's going to make that throw in for City. Once again, ball being pushed in. Kovacic, Nathan Ake pushes that ball out. It is going to be a throw in for Newcastle United. 62 minutes already on the clock. Shot into Bruno Gumares. Gumares right now on the ball. Comes into Alvarez. Alvarez right now going to the middle. Playing that ball into Walker. Walker into Phil Foden. And Newcastle United putting bodies online over there. And they win a free kick. Bruno Gumares saves Newcastle United over there. He saves Newcastle United. And a free kick has been given. Manchester City. Oh my God. That was brilliant by Bruno Gumares. Rodri comes straight into him. Once again, Manchester City trying to push that ball forward. Bernardo trying to find Phil Foden, but Dubravka comes and collects it. 63 minutes already on the clock. Kevin De Bruyne is getting ready. He's about to come on for Manchester City. Newcastle United once again on the ball. Dubravka coming in towards Botman. Bruno Gumares comes into Trippier. Trippier right now playing that ball into Bruno Gumares. Rodri wins that ball back. Rodri pushing that ball into Doku. Doku into Alvarez. Alvarez with the shot. Dubravka saves it. That was very good by Dubravka and keeping Newcastle United still in the game. Bernardo Silva once again on the ball. Once again, it is Bernardo Silva. Ball comes into Bernardo Silva right now. Let's see what can he do. Kyle Walker on the ball. Playing that ball into Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Rodri comes into Doku. Doku goes for a shot and deflected. It is going to be a corner kick. 65 minutes in. Comes into Kovacic, Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, Walker, back to Bernardo Silva, goes for a cross, and once again it is short, goes long, comes in towards Phil Foden, Rodri, Phil Foden once more, coming into Kovacic, Kovacic right now on the ball, once again it is Kovacic, Phil Doku, cross, Dubravka comes down and collects it, Kevin De Bruyne getting a word from Pep Guardiola over there. Once again, it is Gordon to the center, plays that ball in towards Burn, Isaac, and Ortega comes out and makes sure that he puts a stop to it. Right now, Kovacic trying to take that ball away. Newcastle United are trying to recover. They're still on the ball. The ref has set game on. Almiron playing that into Bruno Gumares. Gumares with a short deflection, and Ortega comes out and collects it. Once again, it is Manchester City on the ball. Let's see what can they do. Playing that ball into Alvarez. Alvarez once again on the ball. Playing that ball into Rodri. Rodri right now giving it to Kovacic. Kovacic with a shot. I think there was a deflection. But anyway, the goalkeeper gets to the end of it. Right now it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And he will win a free kick at the edge of the box. So Bernardo Silva is going to be substituted right now, guys. Bernardo Silva is going to be substituted. It will be De Bruyne who comes back for Manchester City. He's back. Bernardo Silva has been substituted. Straight away in the action over there on the free kick. Let's see what can he do. This is going to be interesting. Kevin De Bruyne straight away on the free kick. Dubravka will be on his very best. He'll have to be on his very best. De Bruyne and stop on the wall. Right now it's Alvarez into Doku. Doku with the crossing into a City chance. And what a miss that is by Alvarez. He misses the best chance for City. And he knows what he has done over there. He misses the best chance. It should have been a goal. It should have been an equalizer. It should have been a game changing moment for City. But in the end, oh my God. Oh my God. On the replay, it looks much, much more bad. On the replay, it looks much, 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 much more bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is not good for Alvarez because if you look at the replay, nobody was close to him. He had, I think he had about 1 or 2 seconds more. That is bad. That is bad. Anyway, let's see, let's see. Once again, ball comes in. Let's see what can happen over here. Certainly, this will make things interesting. Comes into Rodri. Rodri right now on the ball, finding Phil Foden. De Bruyne with a cross. Alvarez. Brilliant block by Newcastle. Phil Foden. Oh my god. Oh my god. As soon as De Bruyne comes in, this is a different city. I mean, what a play De Bruyne is. I mean, his crosses, his passes are unbelievable. The way he puts those balls in, I mean, he's just simply superb. So 72 minutes already coming onto the clock, and this is certainly making things quite interesting. Trippier once again into Bruno, Shar, Guardiola chesting it down. Once again, cross comes in. Pep Guardiola not happy with something over there. Right now, Pep Guardiola once again, ball comes into De Bruyne, goes inside, takes a shot, and he scored. Back, the king is back. Manchester City captain is back. He has scored a goal. Manchester City are back in this tie, and it was his return that was the key over here. And he makes sure that that is what I'm talking about. Just Eric Ten Hag has got a player like Kevin De Bruyne in his team who comes back from an injury and has got the confidence to bring his team back into the game. No, Eric Ten Hag hasn't got any player in that Manchester United squad who could make a difference as Kevin De Bruyne has just done right now. Just with three, I think this is the third time that I've seen him with the ball and he's put in a goal. That is what big players do. That is what quality players do. That is what a world class player do. Manchester United don't have a world class player. And look at Pep Guardiola. Look at him. He knows. He knows. Chance for Isaac. There you go, guys. De Bruyne once again on the ball, finding Guardiol right now giving it to Kovacic. Kovacic to Rodri. Walker. Comes into Alvarez. Rodri. Kovacic. Finds De Bruyne. De Bruyne on the ball. Plays that ball back into Walker. Walker into Rodri. Rodri back into Nathan Ake. Diaz. Diaz right now on the ball. Rodri back to Diaz. Diaz finding De Bruyne. Now De Bruyne on the ball. Plays that ball in beautifully. Intercepted by Almiron. He knows that Doku was right over there. Almiron goes long. Comes into Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake right now on the ball. Gives it to Rodri. Rodri once again on the ball. Back to Guardiol. Guardiol right now giving it to Rodri. Kovacic. Kovacic to Diaz. Diaz right now trying to find Phil Foden. Foden right now on the ball, giving it to Walker. Walker once again pushing the ball into Foden, comes into De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a crossing, kept out by Newcastle United, clearing that ball away from the box. Once again, Diaz keeping the ball in play, gives it to Kovacic. Kovacic right now giving it to Rodri. Rodri once again into Kovacic. Comes into Phil Foden. Foden goes for a shot. Deflected. Now you can see Gordon and De Bruyne in chase for that ball. Gordon putting the ball into Burn. Burn goes long. Comes into Diaz. Diaz right now into Rodri. Rodri once again on the ball, playing that into De Bruyne. De Bruyne once again on the ball, gives it to Phil Foden. Foden into De Bruyne, comes into Rodri. Rodri into Kovacic. Kovacic into De Bruyne, gives it to Walker. Once again, De Bruyne on the ball, playing that ball into Walker. Walker on the ball. Let's see what can he do. And brilliant ball in De Bruyne into Rodri. Rodri once again on the ball. Gordon wins that ball away. Plays that ball into Isaac. Can he make that ground? He doesn't. Nathan Ake recovers it. Phil Foden. And the goalkeeper comes out and collects his Dubravka. 79 minutes already on the clock. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Once again, Newcastle United trying to push that ball forward. Comes into Isaac. Isaac once again on the ball. Comes into Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Was that deflected? It is deflected. The ball goes out for a corner kick. Plenty of fight for Newcastle United in that box. You can see Botman, you can see Shard, you can see Isaac, you can see Miley, you can see Burn. Cross comes in and a header, but Newcastle United once again recovered it. Right now, Newcastle United have got possession. 80 minutes are going to be up on the clock. Once again, it is Trippier. Trippier right now putting that ball into Bruno Guimaraes. Right now, Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 2. Once again, ball comes into Rodri, comes into Doku. So Doku has been substituted for Bob. Bob comes in for Manchester City. Once again, the port playing that ball into Bob. Bob right now on the ball. Newcastle United going to make sure that they at least get a draw out of this game. And you can clearly see they're going to play out for a draw. Right now, Newcastle United trying to win those balls, but it is Manchester City. Once again, De Bruyne pushing that ball into Rodri. Rodri trying to beat his man. It's a shot. Oh my God, that was so close. That was some save. Now 84 minutes on the clock. Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 2. Cross comes in. Manchester City on the ball. Once again, cross comes in. De Bruyne puts thing across. Once again, cleared away by Newcastle United. Comes into De Bruyne. And the ball goes out. It is going to be another corner kick for Manchester City. We are just 6 minutes away. Once again, ball comes into De Bruyne, puts a cross in, cleared away by Newcastle United, and the ball is being put out by Dubravka. 85 minutes already on the clock. Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 2. De Bruyne is on the corner kick. The goal scorer, the man who scored the equalizer. Cross comes in once again, cleared away by Burn. You can see once more it is Phil Foden pushes that ball back to Ortega. Another throw in for Manchester City. We are just 5 minutes away from the 90th minute mark. There is going to be a change. Burn has done a shift, and I think it's Hall who's going to come in for him. So Newcastle United making a change. No, it's Gordon who's going to go out, the goal scorer. So it will be Hall who will come in for Gordon. So Newcastle United also making a change right now. It is Manchester City who have got the ball. Let's see what can they do. It is Trippier. Now there's a chance. You can see clearly it is Miley running with the ball, but I think it was given an offside. Once again, Manchester City going forward with the ball. And you can see clearly that it is Manchester City trying to go forward over here. But City once again on the ball. You can see De Bruyne operating in that number 8 role, right ahead of Rodri. Walker back to Diaz. Diaz has got Rodri in front of him, where he will put Rodri in towards Phil Foden. Phil Foden has got De Bruyne. De Bruyne running forward, putting a cross in. Bob, and a clearance from Newcastle United. Manchester City are playing so good at this moment. You have to admire the way they put those balls into those channels. And Newcastle United, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle United right now concede from this point onward, because Manchester City have got so much possession. I mean, just have a quick look at the stat right now. It's what? 72%, 26 shots by Manchester City, 26 shots, 13 corners by them. Oh my god, that is. Newcastle United really have to dig in for the next 5 minutes if they really want to get something out of this game. Once again, Kovacic, De Bruyne being challenged by Botman, and he gives away a free kick. Pep Guardiola once again being very vocal on the sideline over there. Now Newcastle United are going to take their time on the ball. They're going to waste down some seconds. So Dubravka is going to be the one who will be taking this free kick. Once again, ball comes in. Manchester City with the ball right now. Trying to play that ball forward. Rodri right now. Still going forward right there. Comes into De Bruyne. Comes into Laporte. Brilliant defending by Trippier. Once again, Newcastle United putting those blocks in. 1 minute remaining, guys. 1 minute remaining. And let's see what will come out of this minute. De Bruyne to Kovacic. Kovacic into Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake right now into Diaz. Diaz right now giving it to Walker. Giving it to Phil Foden. Foden right now on the ball. Giving it back to Walker. Walker right now into Kovacic. Kovacic right now playing that ball into Nathan Ake. Giving it to Laporte. Bob, De Bruyne, but once again, Rodri recovers it. Laporte, De Bruyne, Bob once again. Back to Laporte, giving it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne looking for that run from Walker. Once again, De Bruyne giving it to Kovacic. Kovacic back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a cross in into Bob. And Bob scores for Manchester City. They have taken the lead. What unbelievable skill by Bob. He takes the ball away from the defender and then from the goalkeeper. What a goal that is. Pep Guardiola is ecstatic. What a goal that is by Bob. Unbelievable goal. Trippier and Dubravka are really taken back from that young kid, Bob. Unbelievable. This is something else, guys. I was expecting a City goal, but I wasn't expecting from that kid over there. And that is something. Wow. Unbelievable. De Bruyne. It's De Bruyne. De Bruyne with that assist puts that ball in, and then Bob. Bob scores for Manchester City. Almiron with a shot, but right now Nathan Ake with the ball, trying to push that ball forward, and Manchester City have taken lead from Bob over there. And right now the ref has blown the whistle, but Newcastle United have got the possession. They're pushing it forward once again. City are trying to intercept. Phil Foden going forward right now, and once again Newcastle United recovering the ball. And it is going to be a free kick to Newcastle United. Manchester City are going to get a win. Guys, we're going to finish this poll right now. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you who have voted in. 52% of you were of Newcastle United fans and 48% of you were City fans. So once again, guys, big thanks for giving in your votes. We're going to end this poll over here. So we are about a minute or so before this game finishes. Dubravka on the ball, giving it forward, and the ref has blown the whistle. And Manchester City have got an important win, 3 important points. De Bruyne is man of the match. He made the difference. He was announced as a substitute, and he was the one who made the whole difference in the game today. And he gets those important 3 points for his team. He scored the goal in the 74th minute and then a very important assist at the death of the game. And Bob, who is an academy player, scored the goal, showing his skill over there. And you can see a big hurdle and an important win for Manchester City. De Bruyne on his return, an important goal over there. And Eddie Howe will be very proud of his team. It was Newcastle United who stole the show in the first half by scoring two quick goals in 35th and 37th minute through Isaac as well as Anthony Gordon. Now, De Bruyne, for me, was man of the match. So let me put in exactly, they are the mentality monster. So man of the match, full time it is. Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 3. Man of the match for me is De Bruyne. I mean, what a goal that is. First career Premier League goal for Bob, who scores that important goal, and I think he will not forget it. He was on side. What a pass that was from De Bruyne. And Bob, with his important piece of skills, puts that ball in the back of the net. And De Bruyne over there once again, being the major difference. And now with him back in the side, I'm sure that is going to be very, very different Manchester City. And looking at the Premier League table right now, guys, Pep Guardiola hugging Bob over there. Kevin De Bruyne inspires Manchester City to victory with a goal and an assist on his Premier League return. Looking at the Premier League table, what it means is this: Liverpool are on top of the table with 20 games played, 45 points. Manchester City, 20 games played with 43 points. Aston Villa go to the third position with 20 games played, 42 points. They will play against Everton tomorrow. Arsenal are on 40 points, playing 20 games as well. Tottenham, 20 games played, 39 points. West Ham United with 20 games played, 34 points. Brighton, 20 games played with 31 points. Chelsea, 21 games played. Now, Brighton up till Liverpool. So, from Liverpool up till Brighton, they've all played 20 games. Chelsea have played the 21st game and they are on 31st points. So, that means Manchester United need to get an important win tomorrow against Tottenham. Otherwise, otherwise, you can clearly see that they will be in, I think, in the bottom. No, they will still be in the top half of the table. So it's a must-win game for Manchester United against Tottenham, and it's a must-win game for Tottenham to get into the Champions League. So once again, what a win for Manchester City. They're still in the title race, and this is going to be the fixture which is going to be remembered if Manchester City do go on to win the title from here onwards. I think this game will be the pinnacle of their season. What an important win for them against Newcastle United. It's not easy to come to St. James's Park and get a win. I mean, if you get a draw, and this is not one of those Newcastle United were of the old. This is a new Newcastle United, and they do tend to play good. Anyway, what a win that was for Manchester City for tomorrow. Once again, we'll let you know for the fixtures if you can pay me a sec. Everton against Aston Villa at 2 p.m. Manchester United against Tottenham is going to be at 4:30. So those will be our fixtures. Uh, Remember, guys, it's going to be an interesting weekend as well. So hopefully, you guys will be tuning in for tomorrow. Once again, guys, thank you very much, fundraiser. To De Bruyne just waiting for Haaland. City gonna be unstoppable when that duo arrives. That is true. That is true. I think so as well. If Haaland returns, I think it will be very difficult for Liverpool. But anyway, that is the case. Once again, thank you, fundraiser, for tuning in today. I'm sure that you will be tuning in tomorrow as well. Two big games: Everton against, I think, Aston Villa, and then Manchester United against Tottenham. So once again, you'll be tuning in for those games.